Welcome to Genshin Quiz General Knowledge Edition. As a generous person, you will be giving not 3, but 5 lifelines. That includes ask your mods, ask chat, call someone you know, use Google in 5 seconds. What the hell does that mean? And ask chat and mods, but they can reply in emo only. So, are you ready? Let the quiz begin. I'm not ready, bro. I'm not ready. Hey, don't bully the grammar chat. I was about to say English isn't everybody's first language, but then if I say that, and it is their first language, then I just sound like an even bigger dick. I'm not English, guys. See? See, chat? What month did Genshin officially release in 2020? I gotta be honest, I don't know because I didn't play, but I'm pretty sure it's either October or November, and I think it's October. I might be getting that confused with when I started playing, which was also October. I don't think it was August. It's September, November, or October. I'm gonna say October. I'm just throwing a guess out there. It was September, god damn it. 28th of September. It was so close. Nah. Why'd they release it right at the end? Okay, I was technically closer than the 1st of September. How many elements are there in Genshin? Let me actually think about this. Animo, Geo, Electro, Dendro, Hydro, Pyro, Cryo. I'm going to assume we're not going to be classing Abyssal and Light. This is a very obvious question. This is just 7. But I have to be careful, bro, because I did a RUA quiz once and they asked people to name all of the freaking elements, bro. And I was the only one that got it right because I was the only one that remembered Electro existed, or electric, I guess it was. What's Genshin's first major physical collab? Wait, what do you mean by physical collab? Physical, like in person? Because Horizon Zero Dawn probably wasn't in person, it was in game, right? So would this just be KFC? I don't know what physical necessarily means here, but I'm gonna guess they're all part of physical. Now, was Aloy before KFC? I think it would have been, because it was also still going on when I started playing and it was part of the PlayStation collab. I'm gonna guess Horizon Zero Dawn, but it could be KFC. KFC was first, apparently. Physical means not digital, bro. Well, that was a trick question, bro. Why would you include a digital event in there? If you want to save money on Genshin top-ups, I've got some news. Topping up via Aniba can grant you special benefits when adding items to your cart, like exclusive cashback. All you gotta do is add an item to your cart and check out the basket, and you'll see just how much money you're gonna get back. To claim this, after placing the order, go to the order page, and do not forget to claim the cashback so you can spend it however you please. You can use Aniba in whatever region you're from, and I've got a lot of friends even in Japan that are saying they're saving a lot of money with this. And Aniba is fully legal and also carried out with permission from Hoyoverse. Again, save yourself a bit of money, a bit of stress, click the links in the description below, and let me know how much you save. Which quest currently holds the record for the longest quest by length? That is the hour quest. I don't need to check that. Which Genshin collab with for learning languages? That was Duolingo. Easy. I remember the scuffed HYTE and bullshit that one content creator did for Duolingo stuff. When did Genshin Impact start initial development? Fuck me, bro. You're cooking me right now. I'm going to assume that this is very much a trick question here, and I'm going to assume it's the second furthest away date. So I don't think it's January 2017. I think it's April 2017. How about you go I need to chill. Let me take a drink. Took them 3 years to release. Bro, I'm surprised it wasn't longer, to be fair, for initial development. How much does it cost to make Genshin Impact and to maintain and grow per year? This is general knowledge. It's between C and D because it costs an absolute boatload to maintain. It depends what you mean, bro, because like if you're considering events like the concerts and paying creators and stuff as maintaining, I think it'd be closer to 300 million. 500 million to make is crazy, dude. I think it's D. I think D makes the most sense. Yeah. I know it costs a fuck ton to maintain because I remember looking it up because they crossed the 1 billion threshold. I think it was either the most expensive or in the top 3 most expensive games to make and maintain per year, which is kind of crazy. Which phone brand collabed with Genshin first? Do I get a multiple choice, bro? I would guess Xiaomi. OnePlus. Where's my multiple choice? Did the Irminsul just absolve me of my options? Where MiHoYo headquarters located? I should know this. I've never been. It's Beijing or Shanghai, because I've been to Guangzhou and it's not there. That's where Kuro headquarters is. I think Shanghai. Yeah, Shanghai. What's the event name for Hoyo that held across various countries in Southeast Asia specifically? What were my lifelines? If I have no multiple choice, I need to ask chat, bro. I need multiple choice for this general knowledge shit, bro. I'm thinking it's just Hoyo Fest, but I think we have Hoyo Fest also in not Southeast Asia, so I don't know. I think we had a lifeline that I could look at chat, so I'm gonna use that and just look at chat. Hoyo Fest? It is Hoyo Fest? All right, sweet. I will guess Hoyo Fest. Let's go! go. How many books are there currently in the fucking archive and not listed as a quest item in the inventory according to Genshin Impact Wiki? I don't know who you surveyed for this general knowledge. The Hida? The whole Sumerian Academia? Books that are not listed as quest items. It's gonna be a lot. I'm thinking C. 86 seems like a lot. 69 seems like it's there for the meme with the 6-7. 21's far too little, I feel like. 71, C. Let's go. Alright, I'm getting a headache, bro. Which Genshin character is the only character that has Ascension stat as electro damage bonus? Interesting. Why do I want to say Dory? I feel like it's got to be somebody more impactful. I'll tell you what, let's do the ask the chat, but they can respond only in emotes. I feel like this will be a good one for that. Tentacles. Plug. Ushi. Y'all are not very helpful right now, chat. Dog. I don't think it's Razor. Why are y'all spamming twerks? Wait, and a squid? Is it Beidou? You really think they'd be helpful? I'd fucking hope so. It's got to be Beidou, bro. It's got to be Beidou. I'm guessing Beidou. It is Beidou. Thank you, chat. Oh my god, I'm going to go clinically insane after this fucking quiz, aren't I? Whoever the fucker was that was putting a dog, fuck you. Which region is the only region that has full region weapon series? I think this is Liyue. Wait, no. Wait, no, this is just Mondstadt. Liyue has the geo-locking ones that only has a couple. Inazuma only has a couple, I think, which is like the purplish locking ones. And Mondstadt has all of the Skyward set. It's Mondstadt. Wow! How much Mora do you need to fully level up a character to level 90? Guess the price, and your answer shouldn't be off of 100,000 Mora from the original answer. Shit, I think I know what it is to fully crown them and everything. I think it's like 5.4 million or something. Just to fully level a character to 90? I don't know. This is actually really tough. I'm just gonna have to throw a wild guess out, and if it's like 5.4 mil or something to ascend and everything with weapons and stuff, I'm gonna guess like maybe 1.4 million, maybe 1.7. I've got to be 100,000 off. I'll guess 1.7 million. Oh my god! Whoa! 1.7 is low? Yeah, it's low. Read it and weep, chat. Read it and weep. I'm the GOAT. Like the Ganyu version, though, that's like used to be kind of cool and now is kind of fallen off a bit. But when you look at them, they're still kind of cool a bit, you know? Which one of the characters do not appear as a trial character in their story quest? Nuvalet. It's Nuvalet. Oh, Lakino. No, it's not. It's Nuvalet. I remember because he's my main, and I said even though he doesn't appear as a trial character in the goddamn story quest, it's still a banger quest. This one is an error from me. Wow! It might be both, to be fair. I'll take the point, though. I'll take the point. Maybe Alakino as well, yeah. But I know for a fact Nuvi was as well. Basically a free point for you. Well, not a free point, but I still had to think to get it right. Don't you discredit me there. Sorry. Which Genshin collab is the most expensive collab you can buy? The car. Do I have to remember the brand of the car, though? I think was it Chevy? No, it wasn't Chevrolet. It's a very American car, I feel like. What's the fucking name of it? I'm not a car person, chat. I don't know how to drive. Let me use another lifeline just to try and get the name if I need to know the name of the car brand. I'll use the Google within 5 seconds, and I will literally just Google Genshin car collab. Cadillac, that's it. I knew it was a fucking C. Cadillac. Let's go! Did it. I knew it was a car brand and I knew it was a C. Other than Traveler, which other playable character that Aloy have met with? Aloy was in the game. I would guess Alice, but she's not a playable character. If I had to guess, I'm torn between Klee, because if she's met Alice, she's probably met Klee, but also maybe not. And Amber, because we first met Amber. Maybe she first met Amber as well. I'll say Amber for shits and giggles. I know an Anetha from Aloy's birthday mail? Nah, that is not general knowledge. Fuck that character. There is no fucking shot, bro. Why the fuck is she still hanging around in Teyvat, by the way, in 2026? Fuck off. Back to fucking Aloy land, bro. Which region chapter is the only region that has a prologue in it? Mondstadt. Brother, Mondstadt is literally the prologue. What do you mean? It said chapter. Which region chapter is the only region that has a prologue in it? To be fair, I'm still kind of confused after reading the fucking question. Fuck it. That feels like a trick question, but that's fair. That's fair. Which region, excluding Nodcry, has the least amount of playable sword users? I want to say Sumeru. We have Nilou, Alhaitham. We have a lot of bow users and Catalyst, I feel like. There's no way there's only fucking 2 in Sumeru, though, right? Inazuma has quite a few. Liyue, I feel like, has quite a few. Let me think Fontaine, I guess. Chevreuse. Wait, Clarend, not Chevreuse, Jesus. I always fucking confuse them, bro. Oh, I'm so torn between Fontaine and Sumeru, dude. Trying to go through, like, individually and think. Especially 4 stars are kind of just escaping my damn mind right now. I'll just guess Fontaine. Fuck! Bro, forgot about Natlan. No, I just kind of assumed there were more in Natlan for some reason. Which region excluding... I don't like these questions. Which region excluding Nograi have the most amount of playable single weapon type users? Fucking hell, bro. I don't fucking know. I'm going to assume this question... The wording's weird. I'm assuming what this means is the highest number of a single weapon type. So it's... I don't know. Like, there's going to be like 2 bow users in one region, 5 in another, 7 in another, and 10 in this region, and it's the highest. There's no one region that's going to have more than every other region of the same one. So what does this actually mean? Because I could say Sumeru for Catalyst, but then Liyue might have more sword users. What does this mean? I'm very confused by this, bro. I don't know. Liyue's been out longest. Liyue, 7 polearm. I guess that makes sense. It's hard to word that question if it's how I think you're trying to word it. Half a point? Fuck you mean half a point? Which airlines collab with Genshin? What the fuck? There's airlines that collab with Genshin? I guess Singapore Airlines, I guess. Juneyao Air. Okay, brother, if this is your general knowledge, I'm gonna activate my vision. According to Genshin's official merchandise store, which figure is the most expensive figure ever? I would guess Ningguang, the Ningguang figure. Yeah, okay, Ningguang, they're about the same price. I'm surprised the Eula one's that much, bro. The Ningguang one was fucking... That was expensive as shit, bro. Which 2 regions, excluding Nodcry, have the same least amount of playable characters for one element? I've got to think of 2 regions and all these characters, bro. This is cooked. I will literally just throw guesses out here. I'm going to guess Natlan, and I'm going to guess along with Natlan, Inazuma. Fontaine and Inazuma. Yeah, I don't know. No matter how much I think about this, it ain't going to work. Which letter that all of the playable character name don't have so far? Fuck, I know this. I think it's R.
I like potatoes.
No. Fuck, what is it? I did a YouTube short about this, dude. It looks like R. B? No, Bennett. P? I think it is P. Yeah, it's P because people say Peraware, and I was like, that doesn't count. It's not a playable name. Based, dude, based. I remember doing a YouTube short about that so long ago. Holy shit. That was literally back in fucking Fontaine, dude, and there's still no playable character with the letter P. Congratulations, you made it to the final quiz. For this final quiz, you need to answer correctly to prove that you were a true Genshin player. I'm a fake Genshin player, bro. Do you know where this image is from? You slimy little... Thanks for answering, but if you don't know where that image is from, chat, do not research. Do not research. Bro, I crashed out so hard. Good quiz, by the way. Very fun questions. But general knowledge? That was like intermediate to veteran knowledge, bro. There was a few general knowledge questions, to be fair. That beginning few were definitely general knowledge, but they were definitely niche questions, I guess. A special kind of knowledge. Forbidden knowledge.
The experiment begins.